What's up guys, Chenzo here. So I recently picked up a new bike and I figured before I get it all banged up and scuffed up, this would be a good opportunity to go ahead and install some frame protection. I went ahead and got on Amazon and picked up a product by the name of Enlee, or at least that's what it says on the packaging. The product that I actually ordered goes by a different name, but I'll flash a photo of that so you guys can know what I'm talking about. And I'll also drop a link down below just in case you're interested. If you're familiar with frame protection, you probably recognize this as a pretty similar clone to AMS frame protection. It comes in the exact same packaging, even has the same corny little slogan down here. It's pretty much an exact copy. It got really good reviews on Amazon, and the reason I went with the knockoff is mostly because it was quite a bit cheaper than AMS protection. To put that into perspective, AMS can go for about 28 to 32 bucks, whereas this goes for $17 per package. So for a few more bucks than what I would have spent, I went ahead and doubled up. That way I've got twice the protection, and I also have a little bit of wiggle room just in case I need to cut some pieces or if I make a mistake. So that's the game plan. That's the frame protection I'm going with. Let's go ahead and jump into the install.
So the installation is actually fairly straightforward. I started out by removing my bike strap and wiping down the frame with warm soapy water, and then giving it some time to dry. This will give the frame protection a nice clean surface to adhere to. Next, I carefully applied these strips by peeling back small sections at a time and being careful to make sure that it stayed centered. To minimize air bubbles, I first applied pressure in the center of the strip and worked my way outward toward the edges. For smaller areas, I use the boomerang shaped pieces, and I even cut out a few of my own from spare larger pieces. To do this, I use the originals to trace out a template. This would ensure that the originals and my cutouts would fit together nicely. As far as placement goes, I started out by covering all of the high contact and high impact areas first. Then I used photo references to make sure my frame would be safe while secured to my tailgate pad, and I also covered contact points from my friend's trunk rack as we would be shuttling quite a bit. I found that 2 packages of frame protection was just enough to get the job done, but I eventually ordered one more just for some extra peace of mind. And just in case you're wondering, removing these strips is fairly easy as well, and these come off clean with no residue. I later removed a section to add some decals, and I had no issues. And that's pretty much all there is to the installation, so let's go test it out. Alright, so I just finished up a ride and I did take a bit of a spill, and it got me thinking that I haven't yet given you guys an update on how this frame protection's held up on my bike. So let's go ahead and take a closer look, and I'll tell you how it's held up over the past 4 months or so. Alright, so as you can tell, there have been some changes since you guys last saw this bike. For one, I ordered a sticker set to change the color of the lettering, so I went ahead and removed the frame protection right here. I didn't want to put another adhesive over this lettering, so don't know if I'm going to keep it that way, but for now it seems okay. For the orange frame protection, I did go with AMS because Enlee did not offer a orange color, so I went with that just to add a little bit of extra color to the bike. And I put some orange under here as well. So far, if you have a look at the bike, you can tell the bike has been through a little bit of bumps and bruises. My seat's a little bit shredded here. Even got a little bit of shredding up here going on with the grip. I definitely haven't been babying this bike at all. I've been riding it quite a bit and definitely putting it through its paces. All right, so for the most part, I can say this frame protection has done exactly what it's intended to do. It's stayed adhered to my bike frame. I don't see any peeling or anything, coming up on the edges or anything like that. It does collect a little bit of dirt, here and there, but when I wash my bike, a lot of that stuff comes out. Right here in particular, it's a place where I did fall in a rock garden. As you could tell, the frame protection did its job. It absorbed that impact, and I'm really glad it was there because otherwise that impact would have gone straight into my frame, possibly damaged it. At the very least, it would have left a pretty nasty scratch on it. So to wrap this one up, do I recommend this budget Amazon knockoff frame protection? And I would say absolutely. It's done exactly what it's intended to do, and it's given me no issues. So as far as I'm concerned, I would give this product a thumbs up. I absolutely recommend it. So as always, thanks for watching, stay stoked, and I'll see you in the next one.